Let's dive into the world of stoichiometry. Stoichiometry is just a fancy word for doing calculations that involve chemical reactions. You know, a chemical reaction A plus B makes AB with coefficients used to balance the chemical reaction. To understand the value of these coefficients, let's look at an analogy. Imagine that you run a fruit basket delivery business. Your best-selling basket includes 5 apples, 3 bananas, 10 strawberries, and 20 grapes. This makes one fruit basket. The coefficients here represent the number of each item. Similarly, the coefficients in chemical reactions include the number of particles of each chemical involved in the chemical reaction. For example, Na plus Cl2 makes NaCl. To balance this reaction, you must use coefficients. These coefficients tell us something very fundamental about how this reaction proceeds. If I was to write a sentence for this reaction, I would write 2 atoms of sodium react with 1 molecule of chlorine gas to produce 2 formula units of sodium chloride. The words atoms, molecules, and formula units just refer to the number of particles. And let's now go back to the fruit basket. If I want to make 2 fruit baskets, then how many of each fruit would I need? All I would have to do is multiply the number of fruits by 2, right? What if then I want 12 fruit baskets? I would multiply everything by 12. I would get the number of each fruit required to make 12 fruit baskets. But you see, 12 is a special number. 12 is a number used since ancient civilizations to barter in groups, to make counting easy. Our ancestors called 12 of anything 1 dozen. Saying 12 fruit baskets is the same as saying 1 dozen fruit baskets. So saying 120 strawberries is like saying 10 dozen strawberries. You get the point? In chemistry, mole is a word just like dozen. It is used to represent 6.02 times 10 to the power 23 of anything. So if I say I need 1 mole of fruit baskets, I would need 10 moles of strawberries. Represented as number of items, it would be 6.02 times 10 to the power 24. That's too much to write. That's why we go through all this trouble of working with moles. It's so that we can make a necessary statement about the coefficients in the chemical reactions. Instead of saying particles, we can say that 2 moles of sodium react with 1 mole of chlorine gas to produce 2 moles of sodium chloride.